So, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today, inshallah, we'll start with the associative property. If you remember the associative property in addition, can anyone give me what is the meaning of the associative property in addition? The meaning of the associative property, or what you know about the associative property in addition. If you know the answer, please raise your hand. If you know the answer, please raise your hand. Muhammad Anis? What is the meaning of the associative? Yes. My question is, what you know about the associative property in addition, or the properties of addition. If you have any other question, please, and just focus about what we are talking about.
I had a different question about last class.
Okay, what's the question?
When I joined the class, what was the grade of that math class?
Which one? The previous one?
Yes, the previous one, like
grade 5
or 6.
Grade 5.
5?
Halas?
Yes.
So please don't ask me any question not related to the lesson when we are starting. Okay? Next time I will not open the mic for you, because we are wasting time by this way. So now my question is about the properties of addition and the properties of multiplication. Can anyone give me the properties of addition? The properties of addition? Muhammad Hisham?
Commutative property,
just
identity property.
1 minute. Commutative property. The commutative property. What you know about the commutative property? Huh? The commutative property. Give me anything. Close the book, please. Even if the answer is wrong, no problem for me. Even if the answer is wrong, no problem.
It's like 2 plus 4 and 4 plus 2.
Yes, that's called the commutative. Yes, 2 plus 4 and 4 plus 2. Okay, that is the meaning of the commutative property. Do you know anything? Any other property?
Yes.
Okay, what is the other property?
Identity property.
Identity property. Okay. But which identity property that you mentioned? You need
like
the identity in addition or multiplication, because we have two identity. As we said now, for the commutative, we have 2 plus 4 equals 4 plus 2. We have the same also. 2 times 4 plus is equals 4 times 2. The first one, the commutative property in addition, and the second, the same also on multiplication. So we have identity, one for addition and one for multiplication.
Okay. So
right or wrong, no problem for me. Just give me what you know.
Identity is like if you plus any number with 1, the answer will be the number.
So think just 1 minute. You said if you add any number with 1, the answer will be the same number. So 5 plus 1
equals 5.
5 plus 1 equals 5. 5 plus 1 equals 5.
No, 6.
So that's not the identity property. What is the number that's not changing the addition? That is the meaning of the identity. The identity, the result will be the same. So what is the number if I use it in addition to find the same number? What you say about the identity is right. About the answer will be the same is right. But what is the number that we use it in addition to find the same number?
5 plus 0 equals 5.
So the number that we use it in identity, which is 0. In addition, the identity property, we use 0. So can anyone, thanks. So can anyone, I need to use the identity property in multiplication. Identity, Muhammad Hisham, thanks Muhammad Hisham. So I need to use the identity property in multiplication. Abdul Latif Zubair. Even if the answer is right or wrong, no problem. Just give me the identity property in multiplication. What you know about
10 times 1 is 10.
10 times 1 is equals 10. The number that's not changing the multiplication, which is 1. So in addition, we use 0. In multiplication, we use 1.
1.
That is the difference. Okay, thanks, Latif. So, Walid, just 1 minute. Walid,
Yeah, Mr.
can you give me any other property? Any other
Teacher,
property?
this is
0. Addition.
Sorry?
0.
0 in addition. 0 in addition. What is 0 in addition? There is nothing called 0 in addition.
There is
0 in addition. 0 in addition, which is identity. But there is 0 in multiplication.
Yeah.
0 in multiplication.
Yeah. It is like when I say 3
Multiplied
3,
by
yeah. 0.
equals
0.
0. So the property of 0 in multiplication, that if you multiply any number by 0, the answer will be 0. Okay,
Yeah.
thanks.
Yeah.
Taki, I need another property. Another property. In multiplication or addition, no problem.
0 in addition.
There is nothing called 0 in addition. 0 in addition, which is identity property. Yeah, identity property, that's the 0 in addition. But it's not called 0 in addition. It's called the identity property.
Once in division.
I need only for addition and now I'm talking about addition and multiplication. Leave division now. Later we'll talk about division, but I need now just to focus on multiplication and division. What you say is right, not wrong, but I need just to focus on multiplication and addition.
Multiplication?
Multiplication and addition. If you know anyone about multiplication, okay. If you know anyone about addition, okay, no problem.
Multiplication?
What's multiplication? The operation is called the multiplication. I need the property.
Once
What's once in
multiplication.
what is once in multiplication? What you know about once in multiplication?
Once in multiplication.
What is once in multiplication? What is the meaning of once in multiplication?
What? I don't hear.
What is the meaning of once in multiplication? What do you mean about once in multiplication?
Like one multiply by any numbers.
Is equal to the same number. That's called the identity property in multiplication. That's called the identity property in multiplication. Identity, it means you keep the result the same as the number that you use it. In addition, we use 0. In multiplication, we use 1. Sorry? Lagging? Hello, Osman.
Yes, teacher.
Yes. You raise your hand.
I wanted to answer.
So what? Give me any property of addition. Any property of addition or multiplication. That's my question.
Associative property.
Associative property. What is the meaning of the associative property?
It's like you're saying 5 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3. Then
Yes.
you do 5 multiplied by 2 equals 10. And then you do 10 multiplied by 3 and it's 30. That's associative property.
Okay. The associative property that we have, just 1 minute. We are wasting a lot of time by this way. Yeah, please don't open your camera. If you open your camera, I stop explaining and put you in a waiting room. Remove you from the session. So please stop playing. Stop opening the camera. I'm not asking anyone to open the camera. Now for the associative property. The associative property that if you have 3 numbers added together, like 2 plus 3 plus 4 is equals to 2 plus 3 plus 4. But the difference, 2 plus 3 for the first one inside the brackets and the second one, 3 and 4 inside the bracket. They are the same,
Yes.
but the number inside the brackets are different. So this will be the same for multiplication. If you have here 2 times 3 times 4. 2 times 3 times 4. 2 times 3 and that's 3 times 4. Now the only difference now that we have the number inside the brackets are different. So if you raise your hand, why you are raising your hand? Now we have 3 are raising their hands. So Zikwan, what is the question? Hamad Zikwan, what is the question? Maher, if you have a question, still raise your hand. If you don't have a question, put your hands down. If you don't have a question, put your hands down. What's your question?
Teacher, I was just gonna ask, is there an exam that you're gonna send to us?
Okay. Now open your book. Open your book page 168. Open your book page 168. Open your book page 168. Number 1. Who can solve with me number 1? To solve number 1, to solve the associative property, all what we have to do just, we solve the operation inside the brackets. We solve the operation inside the bracket. My question is, who will solve number 1 with me? Number 1, who will solve number 1 with me? Don't ask me about anything else. Who can solve number 1 with me? Yusuf? Yusuf, number 1?
Yes.
Okay.
Number 1 is 5 divided by 2.
I can't hear you. The sound is not clear.
5 divided by 3.
Wallahi, I can't hear you.
Why?
I can't hear you. The sound is not clear. Raise your voice.
Teacher, now you can hear me?
Muhammad Hisham, can you solve with me number 1?
Yes.
Okay, number 1.
3 multiplied by 3 equals 9.
At the first, we put 3, the 2 small number between the brackets. We put the 2 small number between the brackets, so it will be 5 will be the same.
Yes.
And the 3 times 3 equals 9.
9.
Then
And
5 times
they
9.
equals to 45.
Okay, 45. So step number 1, we put the 2 small number inside the bracket. We put the 2 small number inside the bracket. Okay?
Okay.
So number 2, Taki, can you solve with me number 2? Number 2. Solve with me number 2, please.
Okay. Teacher, which
Yes.
page to answer?
Page 168. Look at the screen. Leave the page now. Look at the screen. Solve from the book.
Yeah.
Okay.
4 and 2 will be the here.
We just put the 2 numbers, the 2 small number. We have 4, 2, and 7. Just look at the 2 small number that we have, which is 4 and 2. Put it inside the bracket, between the bracket, then start solving. So 4 times 2 at the first, I will multiply them.
Here, just put here.
Put here, put what? Again, please, what you said?
Here, put 4.
Sorry?
Here, put 4.
Here, where is here? I can't see you. How you say here, put 4? At the first one, we have 4 times 2. Just multiply 4 times 2. 4 times 2. We just multiply them together and write the answer here. 8. Put the mic in the front of your mouse, please. Put the mic in the front of your mouse and stop moving. Then we put 7.
Put 7.
After that, multiply the 2 numbers together. So 8 times 7.
8 by 7.
Leave the book now. What you are doing with the book? Muhammad Anis, solve with me number 1 and number 2.
Number 2. 8
Yes.
multiplied by 7 equals 56.
Okay, 56. Okay, question number 3. Question number 3.
Okay.
Solve with me, continue with number 3. We have 3 times 1 times 6. The two small number that we have, which is 3 and 1. So we'll put it inside the bracket like that. Then we just find the product of the number inside the bracket at the first.
3 multiplied by 1 equals 3.
Okay.
Then 6.
Put 6 down.
I already know this. It's 18.
Okay, thanks. So we need Yusuf Osama to solve with me question number 4. Question number 4, Yusuf Osama. Question number 4. Yusuf Osama. Yusuf Osama. Yusuf Osama is not here. Muhammad Asim.
Yes,
Muhammad
sir.
Asim. Okay, question number 4. How we solve this one?
6 multiplied by 1 equals 6 and 1.
At the first, put the number between the two brackets. Which two number that I would choose? Always try to choose the two small number. The two smallest number that you have, put it inside the bracket.
Okay.
So which one?
1
Sorry?
5.
1 and
1
5. So we put 1 and 5 inside the bracket. So write the number outside the bracket without any change, then multiply the two numbers together. Do the operation between the brackets. So it will be 5. Then
equals 30.
yes, thanks. So the next one. Ali Osman, solve with me question number 5. How we solve question number 5?
2 multiplied by 2 is in brackets.
Between the two brackets, well, must put 2 times 2, so it will be
4.
4 times 7,
7.
which equals
28.
okay, 28. Muhammad Hisham, if you know the answer, still raise your hand. Muhammad Hisham, question number 6, please.
You put 5 and 7 in a bracket.
No, we said we would choose the two small number that we have. What is the two small number that we have?
5 and 2.
5 and 2. Put inside the bracket to make it easy for you, son. So
5 multiplied by 2.
we just write 7 at the first, then 5 times 2 equals
5 times 2 equals 10.
yes, then multiply the
And
two
7
numbers together.
multiplied by 10 equals 70.
Okay. So the answer now will be equals to 70. Okay, thanks. So Taqi,
Wilo.
who was solving now with me? Ali Osman. Is this right? Ali. Ali Osman, raise your hand. Okay, Taqi. Solve with me question number 7.
Number 7, okay.
Okay.
2 multiply 5, we put it in the bracket.
Okay. Then?
And then we put the 10.
Okay.
And 2 multiply 5
Equals?
will be 10.
Yes.
We put 10 equal 100.
Yeah, okay. Thanks. So we need to solve question number 8, Ahmed Raza. Ahmed Raza, solve question number 8, please.
Okay. But around 3 multiplied by 3 brackets.
Yes, between 3 and 3, so 9 times
9 times 9
equals
equals 81.
81. So the answer now would be 81. Thanks. So we need the next one, Yusuf Osama. Yusuf Osama, question number 9. Question number 9. Can you hear me? The sound is not clear, يا يوسف. وليد خالد. وليد خالد. وليد خالد.
Yeah, mister.
Okay, solve question number 9.
Teacher, I raise my hand to same for me page number what because
Solve with me
because-
question number 9.
yeah, but number 9.
Yes.
6 times 2 times 2.
Hmm? You're just coming now?
Huh?
You're
Yeah.
just coming now? Okay. So Abdul Latif,
Yes.
solve question number 9.
Okay. First, you put 2 times 2 in the brackets.
Okay.
2 times 2 is 4.
Okay. But at the first, put 6 outside. We move in order from left to right. The first number that we have 6. Put it without any change. Then 2 times 2, which is 4. Now continue solving.
24.
24. So the answer is 24. Okay. Now we are solving in page 169. Page 169. When you finish, please close your mic. Don't wait for me to close your mic. Elias? Elias?
Okay. So 2 times 3 is 6.
Just 1 minute.
No, actually, I'm going to start with. So if we see that 2 times 3 is 6.
Yes.
And 6 times
At the first, it would be 2 times 3
7.
equals 6 times 7.
equals. So first of all, 6
times
times
7.
6
6 times
equals.
7.
No, we're gonna start that number. So 6 times 6 equals 12. We take away from the 7 becomes a 6. And 12 plus another 6 is 18. 18 plus another.
That's multiplication. When I ask you to say your name, you just say my name is and tell me your name. You didn't give me a letter for your name. So multiplication is multiplication. You have to know the timetable. There is no other way. We will not use the addition to find the multiplication. So we have to know the multiplication because we will use it in division. Ahmed Raza? Ahmed Raza? 6 times 7?
6 times 7 equals 42.
Okay. Solve with me question number 11, please.
Okay. You put around 2 multiplied by 4 brackets.
Okay.
And then 2 times 4 equals 8.
So we put 9, then times 8. At the first, put the number. We move in order. So put 9 without any change, then continue multiplying. Okay. Then?
9 times 8 equals 72.
Okay. So the answer will be 72. Okay. So we need the next one. Taki?
Teacher?
Yes. Question number 12.
Okay. 1 and 5 put in the bracket.
Okay.
And the 10 get down.
We move in order from left to right. What is the first one? The first that we have a bracket, so we'll solve a bracket at first. The first we have a number, put the number at the first. So 5 times
Multiply 10.
equals
50. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks. So how we can solve a question number 13? I will explain how we can solve a question number 13. Then we can solve the next one. At the first, for number 13, we have 4 times 2 times 9. We need to compare between 7 times 4 times 2. Before we can multiply, before we compare between them, you can multiply, or the second way. You have 4 at the left and 4 at the right, so you can cancel them together. And you have 2 and 2, cancel them. So the remainder that you have now, 9 and 7. 9 is greater than 7. Any problem for this one? If you have a problem for this one, please raise your hand. Again, I'm solving this one again for this one. You have 4 and 4. 2 and 2. So the remaining is 7 and 9. 9 is greater than 7. That's all. Question number 14, who can solve it with me? Question number 14, Abdurrahman. Abdurrahman. Can you solve question number 14 with me, Abdurrahman?
Yes.
Okay. How we solve it?
5 times 1 times the
Question number 14. We are solving question number 14.
14. Okay.
Yes.
6 times 2 times
No,
6.
add the first before. If you look at number 13, what I'm solving number 13 again. I will repeat again number 13.
Okay.
Before multiplying, just look at the numbers. What is the number that we have here? What is the number that we have here? We have here 4 and 4. 2 and 2. Just remove the repeated number. To make it easy, instead of multiplying, just remove the repeated number. So what is the remainder here? Is 9. The remainder here, 7. 9 or 7, 9. So number 1, just remove the repeated number from number 14. What is the repeated number? Is there any repeated number at the left and at the right? Left and right. Is there any number repeated here at the left and repeated at the right at the same time?
Okay.
Is there any number here is repeated?
No.
There is 2 is repeated here at the left and 2 is repeated at the right.
It's 2.
That's my question. So remove the repeated number.
Okay.
So now the remainder is 6 and 6. Multiply them together. 6 times 6?
6 times 6. 6 times 6.
There is no way you have to memorize the timetable for this one. Muhammad Yahya? Muhammad Yahya?
Yes.
Number 14.
6 times 6 equals
That's multiplication. You don't know the timetable, Muhammad Zikwan.
I know what 6 times 6
Okay.
equals to 36.
Okay. And the 5 times 8?
Um, um,
5 times 8? Five times 8?
wait.
Walid?
Yeah, Mister.
5 times 8?
5 times 8.
5 times 8 equals 40. So if you don't know how to solve the timetable, you will not be able to solve the next question. From chapter 3, you will not be able to solve. So no way, you have to know the timetable, you have to memorize the timetable. There is no other option. Without memorizing the timetable, it will be a problem, a big problem. So there is no option, you have to memorize it. So after that, we have 36 and 40. 40 is greater than 36. So that's how we can solve this question. So we finish for today, and I will see you tomorrow, inshallah. Hopefully that when I come tomorrow, number one, don't open the camera, because if you open the camera again, I will remove you, and I will not allow you to enter again the session. Today, I allow you to enter the session, but tomorrow I will not allow you to enter the session. Number two, when I ask you a question about anything, please, just don't raise your hand and ask me different question.